She doesn't test you to annoy you. She tests you to see if you're a man worth surrendering to. And if you don't pass, she'll never respect you again. You won't even know the moment it happens. She'll just start pulling away, colder, quieter, less desire, until one day she's gone. Not because you weren't enough, but because you were soft, unstable, weak, and she could feel it, and you didn't even know you were being tested. That ends today. I'm going to show you how women test men, and why almost every man fails. But not you. Not after this. If you stay till the end, you'll never see her behavior the same again, and she will never see you the same again. Hit that like, subscribe, and let's turn you into the man who passes every test without even trying. Women test because they're searching for strength, not the kind of strength you show off in the gym, not your money, not your car, but your emotional center, your stoic core. They want to know, can he handle pressure? Can he stay grounded when I'm spinning? Can he protect me, not just physically, but emotionally, mentally, spiritually? Let me give it to you straight. If you are easily rattled, constantly reacting, getting defensive, explaining yourself endlessly, seeking validation, apologizing for your existence, she feels it. She won't tell you. She may not even fully understand it herself. But deep down, she starts pulling away. Because deep down, she's losing trust in you. And when a woman can't trust your strength, she can't give you her softness. Now, here's the part that burns. Women will test this strength constantly, and these tests don't come with instructions. You'll get hit with them when you least expect it, through her words, her moods, her silence, her chaos. And if you react like a boy, you fail. But if you respond like a grounded, stoic man, you pass. Every test she throws at you is a chance to show her who you really are. Let's break down how it actually looks. She might say something that sounds disrespectful, a dig at your ambition, a jab at your leadership. She might get emotional over something small. She might go cold, withdraw, ignore you. She might pick a fight over nothing. And here's where most guys crumble. They get triggered. They yell, they chase, they seek reassurance. They try to fix her mood. But here's the secret. She doesn't want you to fix her mood. She wants to see if you can remain unmoved by it. Think about that. She wants to know if you're emotionally solid, like a mountain. If her emotions are the storm, she needs to feel that you are not moved by it. She's asking you a silent question. Can I fall apart in front of you and trust that you won't? If you react, you fail. If you remain still, grounded, and calm, you pass. And every time you pass, she relaxes more into her femininity. Because masculinity, real masculinity, is not control. It's containment, it's structure, it's presence, it's emotional stability. Stoicism is not about being cold. It's about being unshaken. A man who doesn't overreact, doesn't collapse, doesn't explain himself out of fear. A man who listens deeply, acts deliberately, and never lets temporary emotion steer the ship. Now don't get it twisted. Passing these tests doesn't mean you tolerate disrespect or chaos. It means you don't meet fire with fire. It means you lead. You set the tone. If she's spinning out emotionally, you don't spiral with her. You become the eye of the storm. You ground the room with your energy. You say little, but what you say lands. You don't explain your worth, you embody it. One of the most common tests women throw is this: emotional withdrawal. She pulls back. She's less affectionate. She creates distance. Most men panic. They chase. They overtext. They try to reprove themselves. Big mistake. What she's really doing is testing your self-worth. She wants to know, is he only confident when I'm giving him attention? Or is his confidence anchored from within? Your job is not to chase her. Your job is to remain centered, to hold the line, to stay grounded in who you are. Even when she pulls away. Another one, she creates a scene, overreacts to something small, picks a fight, criticizes your plan, Why? Because she wants to see, can you remain calm when emotions are high? Or will you lose yourself just like every other man? She's searching for that deeper, invisible quality. Your frame, your ability to remain rooted in your truth, regardless of what storm she brings to your doorstep. Here's the thing. Men who don't understand this take it all personally. They become emotionally reactive. They think the relationship is falling apart. They argue, or worse, they become doormats, constantly walking on eggshells. Both reactions fail the test. The real man, the stoic man, sees the test for what it is, a chance to show strength, not through domination, not through silence, but through solid, calm leadership. So what do you actually do when she tests you? You stop reacting, you slow down, you breathe, you hold your frame, you listen, not just to her words, but to the emotion behind them. And then you respond with grounded truth, not validation seeking, not defensiveness, but truth. Calm, clear, unapologetic. You show her that nothing she throws at you can shake your center, that her chaos does not control you, that you're not afraid of her feelings, that you can stand in the fire without flinching. And let me tell you, when you do that, something incredible happens. She melts, she softens, she feels safe, and most importantly, she trusts you because you've passed the test, not by pretending to be strong, but by being strong. And that's when the relationship transforms. That's when attraction deepens. That's when intimacy gets real. Women don't want perfect men. They want present men, centered men, men who know who they are, men who aren't afraid of emotion, men who don't chase validation, men who carry quiet confidence. That is the true strength. That is stoic masculinity. And that is what every woman deep down is hoping you will embody. And if you're wondering, but shouldn't love be easy? Shouldn't a good relationship feel effortless? Here's the truth. Nothing that grows is ever effortless. Love, like strength, is forged in tension. Fire doesn't destroy a strong man. It refines him. These tests aren't obstacles. They are invitations, opportunities. Every time she challenges your frame, she's silently hoping you'll rise. Not because she wants to fight you, but because she wants to feel you. She wants to feel the grounded presence of a man who doesn't bend under pressure. If you look around today, you'll see that masculinity is in crisis. Men are softening, collapsing, apologizing for being men. But guess what? Women don't want less masculinity. They want healthy masculinity. They want depth, integrity, power. Not the loud, showy kind, but the quiet, immovable kind. And that's why Stoicism is more relevant today than ever before. It brings you back to your core. It makes you sovereign. It teaches you to command yourself before you try to lead anyone else. So if you've ever wondered why things fell apart, why she lost respect, lost desire, pulled away, it wasn't because you weren't enough. It was because you didn't pass the test. You gave your power away. You chased. You reacted. You folded. But here's the good news. You can change that. Right now, you can become the man who doesn't just understand women, but understands himself. The man who doesn't beg for peace, but creates it. Who doesn't collapse under pressure, but thrives in it. That's what Stoicism teaches you. That your peace is your power, that your frame is everything, that emotional control isn't repression, it's mastery. And when you build that, you don't just attract women, you command respect from the world, from others, and most importantly, from yourself. If this hit you, if this spoke to you, then you already know what to do. Subscribe, because this channel is about real transformation, not fluff, not gimmicks, just ancient wisdom, modern clarity, and the raw truth about men, women, and what it takes to lead in love. Like this video if you're done being tested unknowingly and ready to become unshakable. Share it with a brother who needs to hear this. And remember this. A woman's test is never about the words she says. It's always about the man she hopes you'll become. Be that man.